Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, where today we will discuss the best smart OLED TVs on the market. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and by the way, links to all the featured products are given in the description below. Can you develop perfection? The LG CX OLED shows that you can, if only by a little bit. One of two entry-level OLEDs from LG's 2020 lineup gives fantastic picture quality and comes stuffed with extra gaming traits, making it a great all-around TV that should look sleek in any living room. Like all OLEDs, it can turn pixels off individually, offering perfect blacks and an infinite contrast ratio. This is perfect for watching films in a dark room. Its broad viewing angles also make it more comfortable to accommodate more comprehensive seating arrangements, since the picture doesn't lose accuracy when seen from the side. For gaming, it has a near-instantaneous response time, low input lag, and supports variable refresh rate technology to decrease screen tearing. Also, it supports a 4K at 120Hz signal. HDR content looks excellent thanks to its high contrast ratio and broad color gamut, although it doesn't get very bright and the screen becomes overly dim when large areas are lit up. The display is also incredibly thin, at just a couple of millimeters deep, yet managing to fit in 4 HDMI 2.1 ports and a brilliantly low input lag, suggesting this is one set able to manage those next-gen consoles coming later this year. You can enjoy compatible films and online content with improved black levels 4 times the resolution of 1080p with the Sony A8H 55-inch class HDR 4K UHD Smart OLED TV. It has a 54.6-inch OLED display and includes Sony's X-Motion Clarity technology to improve fast-moving images to decrease blur digitally. HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision compatibility give a wide color gamut and enhanced brightness and contrast to produce vibrant, lifelike images for cooperative content. While all OLEDs produce excellent darkroom performance thanks to their infinite contrast ratios, Sony has a slight edge for seeing movies over rivals like the LG CX OLED because there's a tad less stutter with lower frame rate content, and it supports DTS audio as well as Dolby Digital. That stated, these are slight differences that most people likely won't notice, and you can't go wrong with any OLED when it comes to home theater. On top of its infinite contrast ratio, it has ideal black uniformity, so there's no blooming around bright objects. Our unit also has impressive out-of-the-box color precision, which implies you don't necessarily need to get it calibrated to get the most out of your TV, but this can vary between units. Are you after a remarkable OLED TV that will look picture perfect on your living room wall? The LG Gallery Series OLED should have you sorted. While you're getting the identical panel and processor as the LG CX OLED, a few key traits are different, not least its proposed use as a wall-mounted set that actually requires the expert installation to look its best, with cables hidden away out of sight. This 54.6-inch OLED TV highlights a native resolution of 3840 by 2160, enabling you to view detailed UHD images, and the improved black and contrast levels of OLED technology help colors appear more vibrant. HDR ability with HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision support presents a broader color gamut and enhanced brightness with compatible content and devices. Dolby Vision IQ technology utilizes an onboard ambient light sensor and your content's genre to optimize the image of Dolby Vision content for your room. As a smart TV with Wi-Fi and Ethernet connectivity, you'll have access to the LG Content Store to download apps, plus a full web browser for internet surfing. You can control the GXPUA with just your voice by your Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa-enabled device, or through the included Magic Remote control. Eventually, the Sony A9G OLED got knocked off its pole. Sony's new for 2020 A8 and A8H OLED TVs take everything we like about Sony's premium TVs and repackages it at a more moderate price point. While all OLEDs produce great darkroom performance, Thanks to their infinite contrast ratios, Sony has a slight edge for watching movies over rivals like the LG CX OLED because there's a bit less stutter with lower frame rate content, and it supports DTS audio as well as Dolby Digital. That stated, these are small differences that most people likely won't notice, and you can't certainly go wrong with any OLED when it comes to home theater. Along with its infinite contrast ratio, it has ideal black uniformity, so there's no blooming around sharp objects. Our unit also has marvelous out-of-the-box color precision, which implies you don't necessarily require to get it calibrated to get the most out of your TV, but this can alter between units. HDR content looks exceptional as well, despite not getting very bright, thanks to the broad color gamut and accurate black levels. It also has a near-instantaneous response time, resulting in constant motion and excellent gradient handling. Ultimately, the Android TV Smart interface is very smooth and gives a wide selection of apps for all your movie watching requirements. The 55-inch LG BX is living evidence that you can purchase an attractive OLED TV without having to trade a kidney. No OLED TV is cheap, but this is one of the lowest priced, yet doesn't sacrifice quality. It utilizes a slightly less advanced processor than the LG CX. Still, it does an excellent job of upscaling everything to glorious 4K, while still squeezing enough out of the picture quality to produce some very credible dark details to go with those typical OLED inky blacks. The colors are just as impressive as you'll find on the more expensive LG OLEDs. They're rich and saturated, but yet natural and vivid. And while there's a notch or two more image quality to be had with those higher models, the BX has it nailed for bang-for-buck value. This 54.6-inch OLED TV highlights a native resolution of 3840 by 2160, enabling you to see detailed UHD images, and the enhanced black and contrast levels of OLED technology help colors look more vibrant. HDR capability with HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision support gives a wider color gamut and increased brightness with agreeable content and devices. Dolby Vision IQ technology utilizes an onboard ambient light sensor and your content's genre to optimize the image of Dolby Vision content for your room.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our new latest uploads.